I'm not ready yet. I gotta take down this other camera.
1906, cut out down at Juliet, Boston, Ava. Juliet and cross A left, down at 1806. Now the 1782, remain right foot for takeoff wind 0708, just 17.
Oh, now it's stopped.
Still hanging.
Positive attitude, Craig. Positive attitude. Positive. Yeah. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Honolulu. Sorry, I had to change my rain cover real quick. I put up the sun cover, and it started to rain, and now I put up the rain cover, and the sun came back out. So, you know, it's one of those, if you do, and darned if you don't. So we'll fight through it. I had to take the beauty cam down because that camera is not waterproof. So I hope everyone's having a great Saturday so far. Uh-oh. No, I don't want to end the stream. No. Ah. Water over there on everything and making the test screen go crazy. Now it's spinning again. I don't know what's going on. What are you doing? Water on everything and it's making the touchscreen go crazy. Water got on the touchscreen of the computer and now it's... Hopefully we're still live. If not, I'll just sit here and talk to myself in a parking lot for 3 hours. Wait, looking at me, you're making me nervous. Okay. She's staring at me. She's making me nervous. Hello, Alan. Josh. Good to see you here. This is the United heading off to Denver. I believe this is one of 2 daily non-stops to Denver right now. Oh, and you gotta be kidding me. What is going on today? Hi. Hi. Hello, Eham. Good to see you. Charlie Bravo. Ron, good to see you. Keith. So it's not super rainy where I am, but it is rainy up in the mountains behind us. And the wind is pushing the rain down this way. So it's not actually raining where I am, but the rain is being pushed off the mountains down here. So it's kind of unpredictable. Hello, Jen. Uppers here. Hawaiian Pyro. So we may, there's a very small chance we might have something cool today. I don't know how small that chance is. I don't really know. But there are 3 A380s here right now. All 3 blue, sea green, and orange. All 3 of them are here from A&A. So hopefully we'll get all 3 departures today. We'll get 2 of them at least in this show. But we'll see if we get a 3rd one. So the blue one, I believe it's the blue one, didn't leave last night or yesterday afternoon. I heard it had an oil leak. So we'll see if they get that fixed. Ooh, shaky. See if they get that fixed and have all 3 of them go out today. Tomorrow. Bummer. Thanks, Pocket 6267. I was hoping it'd go out today, but tomorrow morning. So just 2 today, but there are 3 here right now, which is kind of a rare thing in itself. It's only been a handful of times when all 3 of them have been here at the same time. You see back behind us, it's all cloudy and rainy. That's what's being pushed back this direction. Hopefully it'll be minimal throughout the show. I had to take the beauty cam down today because it is not waterproof. The 360 camera is, and my main camera I have a tarp for. So if it starts to rain, I can hopefully quickly put on that tarp. But we'll see. Because just as I say that, it's starting to drizzle and I can feel it on my legs. Next one out is a Max 8 heading off to Maui. It's a Southwest. I'm just trying to get things out of the rain. And one of the cords is, I might have to switch to alternate audio. One of my cords is not quite long enough. Of course, it's in a loop somewhere. Let's figure out how to get that out of there. Okay, that's a little better. Alright. I think everything's covered. Before we get too far along, I'd like to thank our good friend Jonathan McD. I almost called you Scottish McD in my head. But our good friend Jonathan McD has gifted one reverse ops membership. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. I missed who got it, but please, if you were notified that you received the gifted membership, please join me in thanking Jonathan McD. Yeah, Nebby, the Qantas A380 has diverted here 3 times. one about a year ago. And we caught that in a stream. So if you go back a little bit, there's a video of it, and I clipped a video of it, and it's the beginning of a live stream about a year ago or so. It happened twice before that, before I was live streaming. So it's happened 3 times as far as I know. Cammy Hudson celebrating 17 months at the 717 level. Thank you very much. That's super long-term support. It rains in HNL. Yeah, occasionally. We are the rainbow state, so it has to rain to get rainbows. So more this time of year than others. It usually is more a winter thing. I kind of like it when it... Oops, wrong. Where's my voice? There's my voice. I kind of like it when it rains. I have a weird thing about rain in Hawaii. So as many of you know, I came here... I've been here like almost 20 years. This is my 20th year. So we're about a couple months short of being here exactly 20 years. But this is my 20th year. And... I came here about a year before that for a friend of mine's wedding, and I was flying standby. My dad worked for American at the time, so I was flying standby, and I got stuck here for 3 weeks. And that really is what made me come back, because I was here with friends, and it showed me all the beautiful places, the local music scene. And anyway, that's what got me to stay, is being stuck here. If I was here for 3 days, I don't know if I would have come back. But I was here for 3 weeks, and it really changed what I thought Hawaii was. Anyway, the whole 3 weeks I was here, it rained every day. Every day it rained. And, you know, it sounds like a bad thing, but we still had a good time. I mean, but... when I came back after I officially moved back here, it didn't rain for a long time. At least not of any substantial amount. And it felt weird. It felt different. Like the air felt different, and the smells were different. So when it rains, I like it. And it's that old "I'm only happy when it rains" song, because it feels like that first feeling I felt in Hawaii. It's weird. So I guess maybe I should move to the windward side, because it rains all the time over there. That's Philippine Flight 100. coming in, 8 left. A little side story to that, a little thing, did you know? A little did you know story. Did you know? So everyone knows that dogs can smell better than humans. Everybody, that's a very well-known fact. Dogs can smell things better than we can. And then there's actually things that smell better than dogs. Rats. Things have very high sense of smells. Comparatively, humans have a very poor sense of smell. But there is one thing that humans smell better than anybody else, any other animal. There's one thing that humans smell better than anything else, and that is the smell of the rain. So if you smell rain when it comes, that smell, I don't know what it's called, humans smell that better than anything else. You should all feel proud of that. Pat yourself on the back for being genetically superior to everyone else in that one category. All right, we have a UPS Queen that looks like it has pushed back. It is UPS 58. I believe, is that Sydney or is that Hong Kong? I don't remember. But we also have Hawaiian 836 coming down Juliet. We have a plane over there in the hazard ramp that's squawking 0000. And it's coming up as unknown, various, or bad data. I wonder what that is. Can't see it from here, though. Fred, I am doing very well today. I got the Rainbows won last night. So the University of Hawaii Rainbow Warriors baseball team walked off Gonzaga 4-3 in the bottom of the 10th inning. A nice attempted bunt overthrow of third base to score the runner trying to get to third. We'll take it. It's a win. They play again tonight at the Les. If you're on the island, if you go tonight, look for me. I'm in section F, the upper level section F. Thank you, Charlie Bravo. I'm gonna read that and I'm gonna immediately forget it. But thank you. Thought you guys weren't supposed to fact check me. Oh, that's bad, Upper. Yeah. I don't even want to smell my own bathroom, let alone my neighbor's. Well, whatever that plane is that was squawking nothing and has a registration of nothing, we're going to find out what it is in a minute because it has just turned left. I'm wondering if there is a Singapore Airlines 737 here somewhere. I wonder if it's that plane. Ooh, a song by Fish. You know, as big of a Grateful Dead fan as I am, Larry, I never got into Fish. I don't know. I have theories of why that is, why I don't like other jam bands. And I'm a big Grateful Dead fan, but I am not a big jam band, if you know what I mean. My theory is I got into the Grateful Dead listening to their albums. When I was young, I was the only one of my friend group. Well, maybe there's another guy. Only one of my friend group who was really into that type of music. Well, I had a lot of friends who were into hair metal and thrash metal and stuff like that. I was the only really one into classic rock and hippie music. And so I didn't know that there was when I was in high school, I didn't know there was a Grateful Dead tape trading scene, and I didn't know how to get into that. This was before the internet. So I listened to a lot of, stuff you could buy at, the record store. So I didn't listen to a lot of live Dead. And then my friend bought the Europe 72 box set. The Grateful Dead Europe 72. And that completely changed how I listened to the Grateful Dead. I went and sought out live stuff. But I started listening to them. They're album tracks, which are not super jammy, most of them. Ooh, that's a controversial one there, Larry. Not a lot of people like that album. It's what do they call it? Disco Dead. Oh, I see what it is. Oh, okay. Okay. That's why it was squawking nothing. And had his registration of 0. It's a C-130. Ooh, look, there's a C-130 with the... Where's that guy going? Oh, I didn't even see... He's so small, I didn't even see him come in. That's weird. That little Cessna just came in 8 right. And I didn't even see it. Tiny. Oop. Do-do-do-do-do. Well, that was cool. The next one out is in Alaska. Sorry, pardon me. It's a Hawaiian plane heading off to Kona. It's a 717 if you're not familiar with these. So if you're on the 360 cam, you can see what Mrs. Reverse Ops is bringing over. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Honolulu. My name is Patrick. The channel is Reverse Ops. We're an aviation live stream and tomfoolery channel based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Our home airport is Daniel K. Inouye International Airport. It's right over there. It's 3 or 4 miles west of downtown Honolulu, which is kind of behind me now. Got the camera facing the other direction today because of the rain. But thanks for joining us this morning. We should get the departure of at least one 747 and 2 A380s. One of them is actually right around the corner. So if we take this camera and put it over there, we should see another one. This is our first queen of the day. Hello, Ken. So usually on Saturdays we play a game called What Flavor of Pop-Tart is Patrick eating today? Today we're going to do something a little different because Mrs. Reverse Mrs. Reverse Off brought some malasadas over. There's a brand new, well, it's not a brand new truck, but it's a brand new location for the malasada truck. The Leonard's malasada truck is right up the street from here. So Mrs. Reverse Off stopped and got me some. So as soon as this turns the corner and starts heading back toward the departure end of the runway, I'm gonna take a few bites of malasada, and you guys can let me know what flavor filling you think it is. I'm gonna mute the stream, or I'll mute my microphone for a minute so you don't hear me chew. We have a Jane Chu sighting, a Kirsten sighting, and I think I saw O'Malley's name flash by. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for letting me eat a malasada or two. Malasada seemed vanilla flavor, if I'm correct. Vanilla flavor. Could have been a vanilla custard, but it seemed like a little more vanilla. Pulled pork flavor. No, those are manapuas, not malasadas. So I saw someone asking about being a mod. So currently we are full up on mods. We have a great group of people who help me out. There's really no set structure to become a mod. We don't have any super rules, just as long as I have some knowledge of you, know you're not a spaz, we'll definitely consider you. So you drop me an email and we can, if one of our mods gets called up to the big leagues, maybe we'll give you a shot. But right now we're full up. So?
Oh no.
What?
You have a wasp in your truck and it's trying to find a
Oh. Apparently there's a wasp in the truck. Dear Liza, dear Liza. Oh, Ken's a spaz. Sorry. So what was the flavor?
Custard.
Vanilla custard?
Yeah, that's all they have.
Yeah, I guessed right. It was a vanilla custard. What?
What in the world?
What?
Oh my god, I gotta. Did you already eat two?
Yes.
Oh, you scared me.
Uh,
I thought she only gave me two.
Mrs. Reverse Ops is freaking out.
Careful, honey. I hope you're not allergic. Oh, it's from malasadas. It's these.
So apparently the malasadas are attracting bees. Well, certain members of my mod crew are spazzes, but they're grandfathered in. Will do, Henry. I will do. So this 717 here, that's zipping through the shot, headed off to Hilo. Oh, hello, Rainbow Love. Oh, just for the record, since you're already calling me a cheeky devil, I'm assuming it's me you're talking about. There's not any member stream planned for the 13th of March. I just said that because I knew it'd be the day after your gifted membership expired, and I was being cheeky, as you say. Hello, Kurt. I don't know what... There might be other meanings for it, but spaz here is short for spastic. Means you're just kind of crazy. So hopefully it's not anything too bad, whatever country you're from. I did yesterday. I've been calling a friend of mine something for 3 decades or more. And I learned yesterday it means something completely different than I thought it means. So there is that. Oh, I didn't know that. Spaz means disabled. Ah. Well, here, spastic, I think that's... Here, I've always understood spaz is short for spastic. Yeah. So, according to our good friend, the Oxford Dictionary, spaz, S-P-A-Z, is a noun, and it's a incompetent or uncoordinated person. And I believe the Oxford Dictionary is your guys' dictionary, not ours, so I don't know where that comes from. And it's also a verb that means to lose physical or emotion control. The origin is the English word spastic. It's an abbreviation of the word spastic. Spastic is involuntary or abnormal muscle tightness, stiffness, or spasms caused by nervous system damage. So, there you go. You learned 2 things today. See, never let it be said that reverse ops doesn't teach you things. Today you learned the origin of the word spaz, and you also learned what humans are the best at smelling at. So... we're teaching you something here. I'm gonna make it a reverse ops degree program before too long. You can get a little certificate. Pass my quiz. Are we in a day that you can't say spaz? Really? Am I gonna get canceled for saying spaz on YouTube? Well, if I get canceled for this, you can always say he got canceled doing what he loves, saying random stupid crap on the internet. All right, looks like we're going to have Asia Pacific coming around the corner here in just a second. Yeah. Thanks, O'Malley. It's been good. Peace out. You didn't get my... Sorry, let me do this. It's been a good run. Peace out. Oop, no truck cam today. I forgot about that. Hello, back to Denmark. Is it Rasmus? Rasmus? Hello. Hello, Simon. Thanks for watching. That's cool. Saw a bunch of Easy Jets when I was there last time in the UK. Well, I'll try to remember not to use it in the UK. Oh, the Singapore is coming out here. All right, we are going to get that Singapore Airlines. This is Singapore. It's Singapore flight 8890. It's a MAX 8. It's on a delivery flight. It came from Boeing yesterday or the day before. And it is on its way down Alpha right now. So that should come all the way down to us. We usually don't get passenger Singapore Airlines flights here. So, and we definitely would not get a regular service of a 737. So this is a rare treat for us. This is, we get a lot of these delivery flights, mostly to China Airlines, or not, Chinese Airlines. They come through quite a bit on their way over. There's the Asia Pacific. Occasionally we'll get some Qantas or other things on the way down there, depending on which way they want to go. But this is our second Singapore 737 that's come through here in the last couple weeks. We do get 2 daily Singapore operated flights. They are cargo flights in an agreement with DHL. So they're 777s that are owned and piloted by Singapore crew, and they actually have Singapore ground crew here as well. We actually have Singapore Airlines ground crew here as well. So we have 2 flights a day. They're DHL packages. Yeah, Rainbow Love is currently multitasking. She's modding here on the stream and sticking pins in the voodoo doll that looks like me. Oh, there's the Singapore. Pull away from this. We'll go over to the Singapore. just on the other side of that sign.
Singapore 8890, made right not to wait, traffic on runway 4 left. Singapore 8890, made right, not to wait. Singapore 8890, are you ready to deploy? Singapore 8890, made right, clear for takeoff with 050 left 18 traffic. It's top on runway 4 right. Again, Pacific, hello, John, can you catch the lead right? Back to you, that's Singapore 8890, local left 18 right, clear for takeoff.
Alright, so we have the next one out is a Delta. We have a Hawaiian coming in on the crossing runway. The Delta is heading off to Salt Lake City. The one coming on the crossing runway is coming in from Kailua Kona. So we'll back up and take it for a second, and we'll come back to the Delta. Back to the Delta. I think it's waiting. I think it was just told to hold. All right, this next one going out is a Hawaiian 717. It's heading off to Inouye. Then we have the Magellan Asia Pacific out behind it. That's doesn't have a listing on my flight radar, but it's probably either going to Pago Pago or Guam. One of the two. I don't think Boeing's listening, Oliver. I haven't seen any of those Reno to Heathrow. Be interesting. And still behind the guard check, I think, but behind the Asia Pacific, we're gonna have a Qantas flight. This one's heading back to Sydney. It's a 330. I think they're both gonna wait for some arrival, or at least one arrival on the crossing runway. That's a 717 coming in from Maui. There's the Qantas. Let's cut over to the one that they're waiting on first, and we'll take that one. Then we'll come back to the Asia Pacific. Next is Qantas. Yes, both. Actually, technically, all three A380s are here. All three ANA A380s are here. One stayed over the night. It's leaving tomorrow. The other two are here. They arrived earlier this morning before we started. We're going to watch both their departures today. So that's why we started a little later. So the plan is to stay for both the departures of the A380s. Should happen about an hour apart. The first one about 11:30. All right, our second Queen has lit up. It is pushed back. It is headed off to Sydney. It's UPS 34. So we'll get that here in just a few minutes after it does its checks and engine startup. We're also going to have a FedEx 777 departing this way. So we get those coming right around in front of us here in just a few minutes. The FedEx is heading off to Anchorage. I believe that's still in Alaska. I don't think they've... We'll soon be getting the string of flights back to Asia starting. The first one it looks like going out that we're going to see is Japan Airlines Flight 791 heading back to Osaka. Oh, the whale shark jet. That's cool, Osuna. Hi, good morning, everyone. Almost, not quite noon yet. A little after 11 o'clock. Thanks for hanging out with me today. A lot of fun so far. We've saw a couple interesting planes, a C-130 and a Singapore MAX 8. I don't see those around here very often. We have the two big stars of the show are coming up, the A380s. They are scheduled for about 11:30 and 12:30, but you know they'll be out on the runway about 15 minutes after that. So we got about 40 minutes till we see the first one. As you see there, I'm so super out of practice that I forgot to change the thing under my name. Oh well, it's not that important. It's mainly there to amuse me, which, honestly, most of the stuff I do is to either amuse myself or amuse Mrs. Reverse Ops. If I can make myself laugh or if I can make her laugh, that's all that counts, really. In the end of the world, that's all that counts. Like I said, we do have a Queen coming up and a Bigfoot around the corner. We'll get those here in a minute, but I wanted to say thank you. What is that over there? Oh, that's a 330. We'll pretend that one's not there. I want to say thank you for hanging out. If you don't know who I am, it's right there on the screen. Patrick, and the channel's Reverse Ops. We're an aviation live stream and tomfoolery channel based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Our home airport is Daniel K. Inouye International Airport, which is right over there. It's 3 or 4 miles west of downtown Honolulu, which is right behind me. on the south shore of the beautiful windy island of Hawaii today. It's a little windy today, but so far, just a little drizzly. Not too bad. Perfect Hawaiian day. We are somewhere in the middle of the vast Pacific, which is why we get cool things like that C-130 and that Singapore Airlines, because they can't quite make it all the way across. They stop here for a fill-up and a nap and then continue on their way. We do get a lot of military action mostly during the week, because right on the other side of the trees over there is Hickam Air Force Base, which is part of Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam. So we get a lot of interesting stuff here. So you like all the stuff I just mentioned, please hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. If you're having a good time and not too annoyed by me rambling on, could you hit that like button as well, and that really helps the channel. There's some other ways to help out the channel if you're interested. There's membership levels available. There's a join button somewhere underneath the video that'll walk you through the easy steps to become a channel member. And that'll get you into the emojis, and the members only streams that we do. Those are a lot of fun here. We do something a little different with our members only streams, so they're a lot of fun. A lot of good feedback from those. So we're gonna do another one soon. But check out the merch shop. We have this shirt that I'm really proud of. Where's it at? Let me wait for the page to refresh. There we go. This is the Keep the Pualani shirt, which basically, well, there's a saying out here, keep the country country. That basically means no development. Keep the green spaces green spaces. And this is our little nod to that, but it's keep the Pualani, which is keep the Hawaiian liveries the Hawaiian liveries. We want to make sure some of them have already been painted over. We want to make sure that the rest stay, and this is our little form of protest. So Pualani is the tail design on the Hawaiian Airlines. That means heavenly flower. And a portion of all the sales of this shirt will be donated to the Pacific Aviation Museum on Pearl Harbor, on Ford Island. If you don't like this shirt, there's plenty of other shirts available, and t-shirts. We got all kinds of shirts. There's our Hawaiian Moose Crossing shirt. We got some Honu shirts. Shirts from some of our travels, LAX and DFW. Head on over to reverseopshop.com. Give them a look. I would really appreciate that. And I know I said a lot over the last couple of minutes, so I made a really easy way for you to remember everything I just said. reverseops.com/find me. If you click on that QR code with your phone, or just go to Reverse Ops Shop, everything I just said there and more is, oops, that was weird. Why did it do that? Everything I just said and more is over there. We also have links to our companion channel over there, which is HNL Ops, which has a 360 camera going right over my head right now, so you can see everything around me. So if you hear something in the background, you're like, what the heck was that? You can flip over to the 360 camera and check it out. I'll drop a link for that in the chat. And I talked just the right amount of time for the Queen to come out, so perfect timing. Keith, in about an hour, I'll repeat all that. So while the Queen is taxiing, we're going to catch up with a few things. I think we did, yes, we did Cami, but thank you again. Our good friend Josh Aldrich is 26 months, 2 and 2, as what's his name used to say, 2 and 2. Is that Tom Bergeron who used to say that? Or was the guy from the dating game? Anyway, 2 and 2 for our good friend and moderator Josh Eldridge, who will be moderating IRL very soon. 2 years ago, both on Valentine's Day. Great stream. As always, Patrick, special shout out to the world's most dangerous mod crew. Definitely. Could not do this without the world's most dangerous mod crew. They have created their own logo. Look for that soon. I got tired of waiting for me to create one, so they created their own, which is, I saw it in the group chat yesterday or the day before. Pretty sweet. But thank you, Josh. Our good friend Ray, who was just out here, it seems like last week, but I think it was early December. Says aloha, everyone. Smells like a great Sunday ahead. I agree, even though it's only Saturday. Sunday for you, Saturday for me. You got to the weekend quicker.
Patrick, is that you?
Me?
Yeah.
What did I do?
Where were you this last weekend?
Last weekend? What was I last weekend?
Where were you?
Where was I last weekend?
Yeah.
Thought I was here. Oh no, I canceled because of the weather last weekend.
Was it raining?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I had some visitors to the truck. So our good friend Ray, who's, like I said, was just out here. If you haven't checked out him on Instagram, he got some great shots from when he was out here. But thank you for the 350 New Zealand super chat. I really appreciate that. Oh yeah, Air Premia coming in the other side, so we're gonna, as soon as it gets a little closer, we'll flip over there and get Air Premia. That's coming in from Seoul. We got our good friend Reno to Heathrow, 5 months. Should have a tan by now. Well, don't burn, get your sunscreen on, but 5 months at the 717 level. Thank you very much. And there. It's also not only celebrating an anniversary here, but also gifting one reverse option membership. So thank you very much. We'll see if I can figure out who got that membership. Just scroll up a little. Sometimes I can't scroll as far as I'd like. Wonderingo. Is that Wondering? Sorry, it's a little tiny on my screen. I use a program that a guy wrote to display the messages on the screen. And it's good, but he stopped developing it about a year ago. So he only fixes things that break now, which is, I guess, okay. I mean, it's free. I'm not complaining too much. But when he does his live streams, he has a much fancier interface, which lets him group things and save messages and all this stuff. And I wish he'd published that version to the masses. But thanks to all the people I just mentioned. I really appreciate all your support. You guys really treat me well. Thank you very much. And welcome to the new member. So I believe isn't this the one I was talking about a minute ago, going back to Osaka? Might be. I think this is 79 or 74, heading back to Osaka. I hear a triple over my shoulder too. Oh, Mark, Ann, I see you both here. Okay, we're gonna pause off this one because we're gonna take the FedEx before the UPS gets to the end of the runway. This FedEx is the world on time, I think, is their thing. So that that FedEx that UPS that went in front of us, its spot is going to be taken by a FedEx. I keep saying that because I'm staring at it. UPS that's coming in on the downwind. That's coming in from Louisville. That should be on the other side in just a few minutes. We'll try to catch it over the trees. We do have a C-17 lit up on Hickam. Hopefully that'll go out. That is a evac, so that's not a Hawaii C-17. So we'll see where if it goes out. Hopefully it goes out soon. So you can see how close you can get to the planes here in Honolulu. Those people there are about 220 feet away from the center line of that taxiway. So they are very close to the planes as they zip through there. Sometimes, very rarely, they'll bring an A380 through there, and it almost feels like you're standing under the wing when you're standing over there. Now, there's a lot of airports out there, so I don't know if this is, but it's the closest one. It's the closest you can get being outside the fence for these type of planes that I can find. In Manchester you can get very close, and a couple other airports you can get very close, but it's the closest I can find. So there might be a few out there that I don't know about because I don't know about every airport, but it's at least got to be top 5. It's super close. Oh, thanks, Scottish Ab Geek. I'll keep an eye out for them. I was looking for them a minute ago, but I don't know if I didn't scroll out far enough. When I was in Manchester, there is a little right past the, if you've ever been to the Manchester viewing park, right past the like the merry-go-round and stuff. That's a weird thing to say. There is a little pie-shaped piece of the fence where you can get about as close as you can here, but it is really close here. So if you like feeling the jet blast, when those, especially the Queens, when they go around that corner, you can really feel the jet blast when you're standing at the fence. C-17 is already taxiing. That's good to know. This next one out is a 717 heading off to Maui. And the UPS just got its clearance to land on the other runway, so it's probably about 2 minutes out from us getting a good shot of it, maybe a little less. How the heck did I do that? I just picked up a cord and it got tangled before I even had it where I needed it. Yeah, it's a pretty good windstorm out here now. It's you can see in this shot the windsock is almost completely out, so it's somewhere around 12 to 14 knots currently with higher gusts. So the good thing is it's keeping me nice and cool. That's the good thing. That FedEx will be going next, and then we'll have a Hawaiian behind it, and then should be the C-17. Hello, Daniel. Thanks for stopping by. That 777 is gonna dart behind the corner of the guard shack there. It'll make a left here in a second, and then head out to the approach end of 8 right. All right, let's take that Queen while we're waiting for this one because it's closer than I thought it was, actually. It wasn't you in the car accident, was it, Kirsten? My good friend Gabriel, the Hawaiian Pyro 808, celebrating 20 months at the 330 level. That's a huge commitment. Thank you very much, Gabriel. Hope you're having a good day. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. What a nice way to start the day, watching Patrick. Watching always makes my day. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate the very kind words. So the next one out will be that C-17. So me and Mrs. Reverse Ops, we don't really go all out for Valentine's Day. We're not a big card company holiday type of people. She spent all day the last couple days, don't buy me anything, don't buy me anything, don't buy me anything. And then she bought me something. Very tricky, sneaky. She got me some little candies and, not candies, Rice Krispie treats that are shaped like hearts, and a sunscreen lip balm that I forgot to bring this morning to put on. And she got me a cornholio holding a heart. It said, I need TP for my Valentine. I put that on a story on Instagram, so if you follow me on Instagram, you can see that in all its glory. Now I didn't, completely skip her. I got her a couple of nice flowers. Took her to a baseball game. And I let her go wild at the Bed Bath & Beyond Disney soap drop that was yesterday. So that was my gift to her. She got to go wild at the Bed Bath & Beyond Disney soap drop. I don't know what it was. I don't know. Don't ask me. It was a bunch of Disney soaps and soap holders and things. She got to go crazy there. She also found clearance Wicked stuff, so she had a good day at the shopping yesterday. So I was very happy that she was happy. I am kind of a romantic guy. I can be romantic. I just don't believe in the card manufacturer holidays. So I'll be romantic every day, and I'll leave it to the guys who are trying too hard to fight for dinner reservations tonight. Where the restaurant will suddenly, they'll have a standard menu every other day of the week, but on Valentine's Day they'll bring out that one that they ran off the copier that afternoon, where every price is 30% more and the portions are 20% less. And then if you ask them about it, they'll oh, it's just to make it easier on our kitchen staff. Oh, BS. You're just trying to rip people off because you know people are guilted into going to dinner. So thanks, Ann. So I wasn't gonna bring this up, but Hawaiian Pyro brought up lunch, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it's just a biggest scam. So last year, Valentine's Day fell on a Friday, a work day. So usually on Fridays, me and my work group go out to lunch. So we went out to lunch. Last Valentine's Day, just for lunch. But it was a Friday, a work day. And the menu was different. So the special that I usually get that had a salad bar and a sandwich, suddenly you had to buy them separately. You had to buy the sandwich, and then you had to buy the salad bar separately. And the plates they used for the salad bar were half the size of normal plates for the salad bar. So for the same meal I got, it was almost 50% more because you had to buy them separately. And the salad plate was half as big, so you had to either go twice as much or, feel ripped off. So I was very angry at that, so I've added that restaurant to my banned list. So everything was more expensive, there was less items, and the things I got normally were available, but they wanted to charge me more money. All because it was Valentine's Day. So they have been added to my list, on my banned list. I'm not going to tell, I don't know if I should tell you what restaurant it is. It's not a local restaurant, it's a chain. But a chain, I'll give you a hint, it's a chain restaurant here with a salad bar. That's as much as I'll say. But it annoyed me, so I've added them to my banned list. I will never go to that restaurant again. All because they wanted to cheat me for a couple bucks because it was Valentine's Day. This is Asiana. It's a 777 heading back to Korea. When they get there, it'll no longer be Valentine's Day. I think I have 2 banned restaurants on my list. I have 2 restaurants. I have a couple things that I've banned that I just will not go back. Gabriel, I'll remember that when the T-Mobile bill comes and the insurance bill comes and the gas for the truck comes. Yeah. Planespotting is kind of free, but not the way I do it. Heath, Mrs. Reverse Ops is very, I think she secretly likes the card holidays, and maybe I poo-poo them too much. I don't know. But she did surprise me with gifts this morning, even after telling me not to buy her anything. So we have our first ANA A380 has pushed back and is on its way over here. It is the orange one this morning. So Kala, that'll be the first one out. This one here is not showing up on my flight radar, so I don't know what it is. Some super secret rich person. Well, that sounds reasonable, Ken. Actually, it sounds really good. I haven't had Matsumoto's in quite a while. No, thanks, Kelvin. I don't know, all these, except like the Falcon 50s, all these little jets look the same to me. Korean has pushed back. That's a Dreamliner 10 in the old livery. We also have another Japan Airlines. This one's heading back to Tokyo, Haneda. Those are all lit up at the cargo ramp. I mean, at the Terminal 2. Alright, so the Super is just hanging out on the other side of 8 left, waiting for some traffic, so it'll be down here in just a minute. Next one coming in that side is another Hawaiian 330. This one's coming in from Sacramento, California. So, how many of you follow? Well, I know a lot of you follow me on Instagram. Did you guys see my story from yesterday? Not the Beavis one, not the baseball one. There's a story in there. About Hong Kong Phooey. You guys see that? Did anybody else have their YouTube or Instagram feed full of Hong Kong Phooey references after watching the show, my show, on Thursday? Very interested to know. If you don't know what Hong Kong Phooey is, it was a cartoon from the 70s, a Hanna-Barbera cartoon about a mild-mannered custodian who had an alternate it was a superhero that did Kung Fu as his alter ego. I think it said it was, yeah, #1 super guy. Yeah, there we go. So Thursday, Friday, both Thursday and Friday, my YouTube feed specifically was full of videos on suggested videos on that cartoon. So it had at least half a dozen suggestions for Hong Kong Phooey after my show on Thursday, and I know what triggered it. We had a United flight that was leaving here that was going to Hong Kong, and that's an unusual flight in itself, but when I mentioned it was going to Hong Kong, I sang the song from the TV show. I sang the theme song. And I think that's what triggered YouTube's algorithm to think that I wanted to see Hong Kong Phooey in my feed. I saw at least half a dozen videos in my feed for that cartoon, all by just singing the theme song in my video. It's weird. So it could have been my phone listening to me and hearing me say it, but it was weird. Not weird. I should expect that nowadays. Hello, Brandon. Boy, when Brandon's not banning people from the stream, he's banning people in real life. Committed. He's a committed mod. So the Honu here is waiting for a Southwest coming in on the crossing runway. It is coming in from LA with the extra X. Right there. So this one has the Korean Dreamliner behind it. So we'll follow the Super in the air until the Korean starts to move, and then we'll pan over and take the Korean. We have a KC-135 coming in. I didn't hear what runway. I think he's coming into 8 left. I think I see him over there. Here, come back to Korean. There's the KC-135. This Korean Air is waiting for a 717 in the crossing runway. We'll take that one in just a second, and then we'll come back to the Korean. The 717 is coming in from Kailua Kona, which is on the Big Island of Hawaii. There it is right there. I don't know what this is. Where'd it go? I lost it. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I couldn't find it on flight radar. Yeah, I don't know what that was. It's not on flight radar. Let's see if it's on ADS-B exchange. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, that was a C-40 Clipper we caught there. Did you guys see that? So it looks like it came out of K-Bay, or not K-Bay, Kalialoa Barbers Point, which is John Rogers Field over there, which is a Coast Guard air base. This next one is Japan Air, it's heading back to Tokyo, Haneda. It's flight 73. So if you're wondering what's making all that noise over here, it's actually this plane right here. This one right here, making all that noise. You can see it's getting ready to go out. Why do I have super zoom on? Oh yeah, no way. I was trying to get that C40 clip. All right, so we're about a half an hour from the pushback of the A380, the second A380. There are 3 of them here today. One of them got hauled over yesterday with an oil leak, and it should be fixed and ready to go by tomorrow, but we won't see it today. But it was one of those rare occasions where we did have all 3 Honus here. Not a everyday occurrence. So we have a brand new member of the 717 Inner Island Traveler level, Gucci Boomer 88. Thank you very much. Welcome. You'll enjoy all the comfort of the 3-2 configuration of the 717 as you zip between the Hawaiian Islands. The seats in economy do not recline, but you're never really in the air long enough to notice. O'Malley will be by with your POG drink soon. Thank you very much. Oops. Sticky fingers. Not just the Rolling Stones. All right, next one is the Southwest. You'll see it here in just a second. That one's coming in from Kailua Kona. We also have another one going out, which will be our next departure. It's heading off to San Jose. Behind that, we'll have a 330, which is a Hawaiian. It's heading off to SFO. Those are both making their way down to the reef runway right now.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Quite the rig you have here.
Yeah, it kind of spiraled out of control.
In the Philippines, we have a Subaru.
Yeah, the little sandbars. Yeah. This is a Daihatsu.
Yeah.
Checked all my boxes.
That's
Cheap,
good.
small, got me up off the ground.
Well, I used to fly out of here when the old seaplane structure.
Yeah, I haven't seen those. They must have tore those down about, what, 10 years ago, maybe a little longer?
30 years ago.
Well, I've only been here 20 years, and they had a wedding company over here at one of them.
Oh,
You could get married on their dock, and then they take you up around the island.
well, this was the real seal.
Oh, okay.
Not the guy that.
Yeah, not the little ones. I just went out and saw a couple of days ago. I went out and saw they have a marker for the Clippers. When the Pan Am Clippers came in, they came in middle lock.
Yep.
And there's actually a marker over there. You can go see the dock is still kind of there. It's falling apart. But they some Pan Am Society put a marker out there.
How, you know what part of the harbor?
It's there's a place called Pearl City Peninsula.
Okay.
And I don't remember the street it's off of, but it's on the east side of the peninsula, about halfway down. It's pretty easy to find. It's actually on Google Maps.
Oh, okay.
So you just punch it in. But if you go to Pearl City and where the Longs on Cam Highway is,
Yeah.
if you go make a left there, if you're heading that direction, that takes you right down to Pearl City Peninsula, and then you could it's
Oh, neat.
not hard to find.
Nice that it's preserved like that. We used to have we used to do touch and goes on Ford Island
Oh, nice.
a long time, obviously, in the last century.
Yeah.
I'd say. And sometimes we get out of our airplane and walk around, and there were places where you could see actual bits of shrapnel still in the ground, and the Japanese attack. By the way, my birthday is
Oh,
not 41,
yeah.
47.
Have you been to the Pacific Aviation Museum?
Not yet.
You should go.
I've tried to contact them a number of times. My father had a very interesting job in World War II, in that he was stationed in Brisbane, and his unit, Air Technical Intelligence, used to borrow, steal, confiscate Japanese.
Oh, interesting.
Though he was not the first to fly a Mitsubishi Zero. He probably had 15, 20 hours.
Wow. Probably a lot more than any other American can say.
Did mock combat with P-38. And then Yamamoto got jumped.
Well, I highly recommend the Pacific Aviation Museum. It's in 2 of the original hangars.
Ah,
So one of them has like the restaurant and the gift shop and stuff in it, and it's got a Zero in there. Actually, it has 2 technically, because it has what they call the Niihau Zero, which one of the Zeros on December 7th crash landed on Niihau,
oh, that one.
and it sat there for decades. And when they built the museum, they went over there and got what was left, and they have a thing of what was left, because after the attack, the government, U.S. government, went over there and they took the flight controls and the engine and some other stuff, but they left everything else sitting there in a field for half a century. So you can see that, and then they have a fully restored one. They have a Kate over there, which is the most. It's not a complete one, but it's the most complete Kate in the world.
Well, I still have my father's flight log, and he told me over 100 hours with various jets.
Wow. I'm sure they'd be really interested to see that.
Well, yeah, I've called them, and they said,
Yeah.
gee, I have this stuff if you want to look at it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you got to get a hold of the right person who realizes. I mean, probably over there, everybody over there has a sense of history, but you got to get the right guy.
So,
The 118.1 is the main tower.
okay.
And then there's 1239, which is both towers.
118.1.
Yeah, I have them here. Let's see.
Which one's information? You know, get barometric pressure, wind direction.
That's probably let's see, it's 123.9 is the reef runway tower. The main tower is 118.1. Clearance delivery is probably where you'll hear that most. The clearance delivery is 121.4.
121.4. My name's Owen, by the way.
My name's Patrick.
Patrick,
Good to meet you.
what else do you do besides plane watching?
Well, I'm an IT guy, so I just mess with computers during the week.
Okay.
But I'm out here doing this. This is
Oh, cool.
a little sticker in my card. We're actually streaming live on YouTube right now. So that, if you're on YouTube, that has a link to the YouTube page. You can check us out when we're live.
Oh, good. My father did all that work in Brisbane, Australia. And in 2015, I was invited by this fellow who owns a little industrial park that makes Ala Moana look like a 7-Eleven.
Oh yeah.
And he named a street after my father.
Oh, that's cool.
And he built a little museum.
Oh.
So there is the page. I sent him copies of the flight records. July 20th, 1943 is when it, 0.5 gap zero. That was the first time he went up.
Well, my email address is on there. If you have information, I'd like to see that museum. If there's a website for it or something.
I'd have to.
Oh yeah. If you have the information, just shoot me an email. I'd like to see that.
But it was very interesting going down there. It's kind of a small museum, but then this guy owns 400 acres.
Yeah.
And has outfits like Airbus, where they do all their composite work
Oh yeah.
on maybe 10 acres of land.
Oh.
All at night, yeah. Well, I built it, I'll collect the rent, but I can't get into the bloody place. So there's a lot of classified
Yeah.
stuff they do there too. And Siemens, electronics, all that. Very, very smart guy. His father flew, what was it, Lancasters in England. He was originally from New Zealand. Anyway, just very interesting. Very interesting.
Well, I hope you check out the museum, and I hope
Yeah.
you're able to get over and check out that Pan Am thing. It's pretty neat. It's all kind of small, but it's cool to see.
Well, I flew Pan Am more than a few times in and out of here, very long time ago. Anyway, that's cool. Well,
Well,
thank you for sharing.
Yeah, it was very good meeting you.
Yeah. Aloha.
Aloha. Take care.
Are you here out on weekends?
Usually Saturdays. Yeah.
Okay. So you're live streaming planes landing?
Yeah. Whatever comes in or out. Yep.
Oh. All right. Hey, just thanks a lot.
Hey, take care.
Be safe in this thing.
I'll try. Sorry about that. It's always cool the people that stop by the truck. And some of them know who I am, and some of them have no idea. They're just interested in what I'm doing. And that gentleman there, he was just interested in what we were doing. He used to fly seaplanes out of here. He said it was 30 or 40 years ago, maybe even longer. But then he said his father, when he was during World War II, was stationed in Brisbane, and he would do flights in captured Japanese fighters. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff you meet when you're standing in the back of a truck in the middle of a parking lot. He says there's a gentleman in Brisbane who has a place where they, I think he said Siemens and both Airbus were there. He leases the property to those, but on that property he has a small museum dedicated to that guy's father. So that's interesting. So anybody in Brisbane knows anything about that, you let me know. I'd like to learn a little bit about that. But he was saying he flew seaplanes. There's two. So if you look at the runway here, if you look at the map, I'll show you here real quick. That's not what I'm looking for. Ah, that's what I'm looking for. So if you look, this is the map of where we are. So this is the reef runway 8 left, or sorry, 8 right. This is where we're looking at most of the time. Those planes that are coming in on 8 left over here. The terminals are over here. Hickam is over here, but this channel and this channel right here are both designated water runways. So this channel is dedicated 4W, and this channel here is 8W. Maybe it's 26W, but anyway, these are two designated water runways right here. So very long time ago, the main terminal building was over here, and so they would bring the water planes into here. Before that terminal building in the 30s, the seaplanes actually came in to Pearl Harbor. This is Pearl Harbor here. And then you have, this is Ford Island here. This is where the Arizona was, actually the Arizona Memorial and the USS Missouri are right here. Pearl Harbor Naval Air Station, or Naval Station, is over here. But this is East Lock, West Lock, and then this is Middle Lock here. So Middle Lock is where the Pan Am Sea Clippers would land back in the 30s. And I believe into the 40s. So they would come and land in here because it's a protected harbor, so it's much smoother seas. And then the dock for the Pan Am Clippers was right here. So there's a little memorial plaque there for the Sea Clippers right there. If you're local here, you can drive down there. It's military housing, but there's no guard shack anymore. You can drive right down there and see it. A couple of weeks ago, we went over there, and me and Mrs. Reverse went over there. Reverse Ops went over there and took some pictures. And they're up on my Instagram if you like to see them. That's the Instagram at Reverse Ops as well. But Lagoon Drive used to have like a dog leg about halfway down. They would go in a little bit and then go to the terminal and then go back out and continue straight. When they made the reef runway, they filled that in as well, and now Lagoon Drive just goes straight down. So we're about 10 or 15 minutes from the second A380. We do have another one coming in to this side. It's the 717. It is coming in from Maui. That's not a surprise. Sorry, we're not missing anything currently at the moment. We do have a southwest coming in that'll be here in a second. I'm just trying to reposition my sunshade. The sun has moved a little bit. So the next southwest is coming in from Hilo. It's about 30 seconds out. Thanks, Ian. So thanks again, everyone, for hanging out with us. It's a little slow right now, but it'll pick up in just a few minutes when the A380 departs. It's scheduled for 12:30, I believe. So it should be lighting up momentarily. Take about 15 minutes to get out. But we should have a couple of Uniteds and a couple of JALs right around the same time. And we have a couple more coming in. So still have some cool stuff. I don't know how long we'll stay after the A380, but we'll can check out here what's coming up over my right shoulder. You'll see what's coming up now that it's refreshed. As you can see, we have an American and a couple Deltas coming in, and then you'll see after the bottom half of that, you'll see the other Japan planes, the United's leaving. So yeah, it says there ANA flight 181 estimated departure 4 minutes. So that's when it's supposed to light up. It usually gets out here about 15 minutes after that. You know how it works. So let's get that southwest. This is a Hawaiian 321 coming into 8 left. It's coming in from LA with the extra X. We had the Dreamliner on a couple of these LA flights, but they've switched a couple of them over to these 321s and then the 330s. All the Dreamliners are being sucked up by Alaska. I heard that first Rome flight had something ridiculous, like I don't want to say it off. It was something ridiculous, but I don't want to get too ridiculous on us. So we'll see what it is. Yeah, okay. I was right. It was so the very first Seattle to Rome flight is April 28th for Alaska Airlines, and currently they have 1,500 people signed up for non-rev spaces on that plane. So if you don't know what that means, non-rev is non-revenue passenger. So if it's usually employees of the airline using their flight benefits, so they call them non-revs. And you list for the flight, and then depending on a lot of factors, your seniority, things like that, that determines your place in line. So currently they have 1,500 non-rev people signed up for that flight. So I'm gonna guess that flight's gonna have no non-rev people on it, unless they're guests of the CEO, because that flight will be, nobody's missing that flight. Thanks, Mike. Hi, that was a Delta 76, and it was coming in from Salt Lake City. Delta just announced yesterday that they're going to increase some flights here to Hawaii. I think Maui and Honolulu specifically, at the end of the year. I think the one people are most excited about is they're bringing back the Boston flight that runs, it's the longest domestic non-stop flight. So it'll be here, Honolulu to Boston. I think it's 4 days a week, and that'll be the end of the year. I believe there's one from Detroit and maybe one back to Atlanta also that are going to be added. And there's a couple that are going to be added to Maui as well. But none of them are scheduled A350 flights, which I was hoping, when I saw that they were bringing back the Boston flight, I was hoping that would be an A350 flight, but nope, 330s and 767s. So, wah wah. Next one coming in the other side is an American coming in from LA with the Extra X. It is another 321. We'll catch that here in just a second because I don't think anything else is going to beat it to this side. See, that's the type of noise where if you heard it in the stream, you'd say, oh, what was that? And I would just ignore it and go on with my day, and you would never know what that noise was. But if you were watching on the 360 camera, you could have flipped around and looked over and found out what that noise was. We have another new member today. Thank you very much. like Troy Otto 7684 has joined us at the 321 mainland traveler level. That's awesome. Thank you very much for that support. You'll enjoy all the comfort of the pseudo wide body 321 as it zips between here and exotic destinations like Long Beach, Oakland, and as we just saw a second ago, LA with the extra X. Luckily for you, the seats in economy do recline, and you still get the POG drink. So O'Malley will be by with that soon. Thank you very much, Troy. All right, the next two out here that'll be out here in just a minute. They're heading down Juliet right now. Is a 7-6 heading off to Tokyo Narita. That is Japan Airlines. Behind it, we'll have another 717 that's heading off to Lihue. Lihue is on the island of Kauai. Zoom in and get that American before it gets below the trees, because I don't see a lot of Americans in our shows anymore. I don't mind the American 321. I haven't flown a Hawaiian 321. I do like the Americans because if you can get seat 17A in economy, nice. It's like a pseudo big legs thing because it's kind of it's an emergency exit row, but it's not like a super big emergency exit row, so you don't have a lot of people standing in front of you, but you still have an extra leg room, which is nice. And it's just comfortable enough where I can sleep for a few hours on a red eye to LA. So that's all you can ask for nowadays, right? The ANA is late, but we'll forgive it if it actually leaves. Hate to have two in a row where they leave one here, because there's, like I said earlier today, we did have 3 ANAs here. See, technically 4, but we had 3 ANA A380s. The 4th one was a Dreamliner. Kelvin, I heard that they're gonna go back to that pattern of 2 a day. Is it 2 a day 4 days a week, and then 1 a day the other 3 days? I don't know the day. I have the dates, but I don't have them in front of me. But I think there's over the next year or 9 months, there's 3 different periods where they're going to lower the second flight a day to just 4 days a week, or maybe it's 3 days a week. But that's coming up in a little. It's not happening right this second, but we'll talk about more. But it is true they're going to limit some flights on those. They're not taking them away, they're just limiting them for short periods of time. But I believe, if my memory is correct, and you guys know how that is, it could be completely wrong. Tuesdays and Saturdays will still get 2 a day when they're in that rotation. So we'll 2 of the days we stream, we should still get 2. I'm on clearance delivery for some reason. I was like, why is he telling him all this stuff? Tower, there we go. So if you go over to the 360 camera, make sure you change the resolution to 1440s. Sometimes YouTube will default you to a lower resolution for some reason. But it's much better looking in 1440s since there's a gear icon with some resolution settings under the advanced if you're on a phone. If you're on the desktop, it's just under the gear icon. QB Master, I don't know exactly what you mean. You mean F-15s or F-22s? If not, I'm not sure what you mean. But there have been no fighters today. We had some 18s on Thursday. Just as we were closing out the show on Thursday, we had 4 F-15s leave, or F-18s leave. But usually Saturdays we don't get fighters. We just get the heavies and the super heavies. It's not a hard and fast rule because there are guard Saturdays that pop up once a month. So, but usually not to expect fighters on a Saturday. Occasionally the first Saturday. That's our best luck at getting fighters on a weekend. Because first Saturday of the month is usually guard Saturday, and probably about half of those they end up flying. So. Next one coming out here, you'll see it in the picture there, is 330. It's heading off to Tokyo, Haneda. It is a Hawaiian 330. We have a Virgin America flying overhead. I don't see it though. There's a cloud layer above us, probably above the clouds. Oh, there it is right there. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, it's going to duck behind another cloud. Oh no. Let's see. There, still peeking, sort of peeking through. Oh well, that was Virgin America flight 270 coming in from Ontario. So it'll be coming into the most likely 8 left here in a minute. Next one coming down here looks like a United 777. It's heading off to LA with the Extra X. It'll be down here in just a second. The Philippine flight we saw earlier, Philippine Flight 100, is now lit up and changed over to Philippine Flight 101 that is heading back to Manila. That has just started to move. So I just noticed a text that Mrs. Reverse Op sent me an hour ago when I was talking about Bed Bath and Beyond and her Valentine's gift of all the Disney soaps. Apparently I got it wrong. It was not Bed Bath and Beyond. It was Bath and Body Works. So I apologize to all the soap aficionados out there. I got the name wrong. Okay, United is now on the taxiway. We can see, so it's over here. You can see it in the background there. It's about to cross behind the guard shack. We do have a Delta 76 coming in from Salt Lake City on short final for the other runway. Probably about a minute out before we can actually get a good view of it. I don't know exactly why the ATC streams for this airport are down on live ATC. I would imagine it's because the wind we had. We had really heavy wind the other day, and I would imagine it might have something to do with that. But then again, I don't know for sure because I don't know exactly who provides those streams. But I can tell you, if you're itching to hear live ATC from Honolulu, I can hook you up. And if you follow this link I'm about to drop in the chat, that'll take you to my my other companion channel that I run here, where I am streaming a live flight radar and ATC 24 hours a day. So if you're looking for it's both tower frequencies on that. So it doesn't have all the other ones that live ATC did, but if you're looking for tower frequency, I have it up there on HNL Ops right now. And it's got a 12-hour buffer, so if you miss something, you can actually rewind for 12 hours on that. So that the ATC for my channel is actually coming from my house, so it's my source, so I know it's up. I don't know, Ken. They're all the same to me. You buy soap there, you buy towels. I don't know. So it all just in my brain, it's all the same thing. Still no Honu left. Somebody in the chat was asking, has the A380 left yet? Oh, Mark. The first one had left about right about an hour ago now, maybe 10 till noon. So if you rewind the stream, you can catch it. We're waiting on the second one. The second one scheduled pushback was 12:30, but it's running a bit late. Have not seen a baby tri-jet yet today. I'm a little disappointed. For about a week, we had one that was going out every day. I haven't seen a baby tri-jet, but the funny thing is, I watch a lot of streams. A lot of other streamers, and I won't mention their names, but I have seen at least 3 other streamers or other people in the chat on their streams say baby tri-jet, and it makes me happy and laugh every time. So I saw one yesterday, and then I saw one about a week ago, and then I saw one about 2 weeks ago where either the hosts themselves or someone in the chat had called it a baby tri-jet. So my reach is spreading. I am infecting other live streamers. Looks like the next one coming down here is that Philippine Flight 101 that I was talking about a second ago. It's currently waiting on the other side of 8 left, but that is definitely coming down here for us. It is a beautiful, it's turning into a very beautiful day. I don't know if we can see this. Let's see if we can see this on the Pat cam. It's actually turning into a really nice day here. Let's see. Well, cords are getting tangled here. We'll turn the Pat cam around. We'll see if we can show you how nice of a day this is becoming. Look at this. How nice of a day it's a. It's a beautiful day. So this is looking straight up Lagoon Drive. This is I'm in the parking lot at the end of Lagoon Drive. So this is looking straight up Lagoon Drive towards the freeway. The left, those white buildings on the left are mostly cargo, and there's United hangar over there, some tour helicopters, things like that. And the mountains in the background with those beautiful clouds is the Ko'olau mountain range. They separate the leeward and the windward side of the island. We go this way, you can see that other mountain range over there is the Inouye range of mountains. That goes all the way up the west side of the island. On the other side of that, you have some of the most beautiful beaches. Yokohama, Makaha, super nice beaches over there. Let's put this back. Swing the camera around. Now we're on me. Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here. We got a little time left. We're still waiting on a Honu. I'm just waiting on a turtle. I'm just waiting on a friend. But thanks again for hanging out. If you haven't hit that like button, it really does help the channel. About half of you I know by statistics are not subscribed to the channel, so if you want to subscribe to the channel, come back and join us again. I would appreciate that. Once we get to 100,000 subscribers and I get that silver play button, I am going to jump out of a helicopter, so you don't want to miss that. So you want to hit that subscribe button, see if we can get me to jump out of a helicopter before I'm too old to do it. So we gotta get this thing moving. We We can't string this thing out for 15 years. I'll be too old to do it. But thanks all for being here. Thanks for spending part of your Saturday with me. We're gonna give the turtle another half an hour, and then I've got stuff to do before the baseball game tonight. So we're gonna give the turtle another half an hour. We had a couple of cool planes coming in the next few minutes while we're waiting on that. Like I said, the next one's out. It's Philippines. The Hawaiian behind it is heading off to Vegas. It's Hawaiian Flight 876. It is the Lilo and Stitch livery, so if you haven't seen that one, it's been out for a little while, but check out the side of the plane. It's got Stitch from Lilo and Stitch with a hibiscus flower in its hair. So we will do what we can. That's all we can do, really. Where are we at? Okay, main camera. There we go. There's the Philippine right about there. So if you haven't heard about AvCon, if you're new here, if you've been here before, you've definitely heard about me talk about AvCon. But if you're new here, you don't know what AvCon is, or you're going and you don't know that I'm going, I'll be there. So if you're going to AvCon, look for me. We're going to have some special AvCon only t-shirts, and we'll have stickers and things like that. We're going to do a drawing at my booth. So if you are going to AvCon, please stop by and say hello. AvCon is April 4th. Unfortunately, if you were thinking about going, it is too late. It is officially sold out. So, but if you were lucky enough to get tickets, oops, that's the wrong way. Please stop by my booth and say hello. Say hi to Mrs. Reverse Off. She'll be there too. And everybody who stops by my booth and is a subscriber of the channel will be entered into a drawing. So it'll be a lot of fun. I think I need to move that towel. Yeah, I think I need to move that towel. Let's all right, next one out is that Lilo and Stitch livery, so keep an eye on the left side of the plane above the wing. You'll see Stitch. Hello, Legalized Shimp. Good to see you. All right, next one out's another Hawaiian. This one's heading off to Maui. This is one of those short flights in a bigger plane. This is a 321. So I heard they're going to start doing more of this. They do it occasionally when things are in maintenance. So the 717s are in maintenance, or a couple of them are down for some reason. They have done this in the past, but I hear they're going to do way more of it coming up soon. So we'll see how that goes. And oh, that would make sense. So this one is a 321. It's heading off to Maui. The one behind is another 321. It's heading off to Kona. So they might be. So one of the things they might be doing with these is repositioning it, using them as inter-island flights, but repositioning them for mainland flights. So this one will head off to Maui and then probably continue to the mainland later. We'll see if that's true. I don't know if it'll be coming back here as a inter-island flight. Well, it would be interesting if they did, if they offered cheaper flights to the mainland from Honolulu on a 321 that stopped in Maui, but you never had to get off. That would really interest me. I would be very interested in that. If you could price it a little cheaper, because sometimes they'll offer you a 717 flight over to Kona or whatever, and then Kona to the mainland, and that's actually a little cheaper than flying direct from Honolulu. But you have to get off the plane and you have to wait. If they offered one where it was a 321 over there and you never had to get off the plane, and then you just continued on to the mainland, I would be very interested in that to save some money. So if any Hawaiian executives are listening, you heard it here first. Southwest Airlines used to do that at a Love Field, because they had there was a law that you could not fly from Love Field to anything but Texas or the states that border Texas. You couldn't fly from Love Field directly to LA like you can now. So to get around that law, they would fly to another airport and then continue on, and you wouldn't have to get off your flight. So one time I flew Southwest to LA. We stopped in El Paso, but I never had to get off the flight. They just let some people off and then let some people on, and we continued on our way. It was nice and quick. Ah, Kai is actually moving. That's good. I was confused by a minute when you said that, Kelvin, because my neighbor's name is Kai. All right, so we'll definitely see the definitely see the A380 today. It's probably about 10, 12 minutes from being out here for us to look. We'll, I don't want to sell things too quickly, but that probably will be our Honolulu plane of the day. I got a lot of stuff to do between now and the baseball game tonight, so we are actually going back to the UH baseball game. We had a lot of fun last night. The bats didn't show up last night until the end. It was a very pitching heavy game up until the last couple of innings. It was 2-1 for a long time, and then they tied it up in the top of the ninth, or the top of the ninth, or top of the eighth. top of the 8th. And then the Rainbows won it in the bottom of the 10th. So hopefully the bats will show up. The bats will show up tonight, and we'll get a nice, nice relaxing big run win. It'll be fun. The next one coming in is Hawaiian Flight 1051. It is coming in from Hilo. I need to book a flight to Hilo soon. I mean, I am missing the Big Island. The problem is I have so many other trips this year already. We have, I mentioned Air Avcon a bit ago. So we have, that's the next one we're doing is Avcon. That's in April 4th. So we're going to be in Atlanta for, I believe we're in Atlanta for 4 nights. So we'll do some streams from Atlanta, and then we're going to go to the Coca-Cola Museum, and then hopefully a friend of mine lives in Atlanta. I need to call them and see if they're free. And then our next flight is we're going to go to Denver in June. My oldest nephew on Mrs. Reverse Op's side of the family is getting married, so we're gonna go out there for the wedding. I don't think I'll have time to do any streams from Denver, so it's gonna be a quick thing. Mrs. Reverse Ops is actually going for a week ahead of time to spend some time with her mother, but I couldn't get that whole time off, so I'm gonna go midweek and then stay through the weekend. But we have, like I said, it's a wedding, so we got family stuff to do, so that trumps the airport. Luckily, I like this part of the family, so it's good. It's a win-win. I like this part of the family, and it should be a fun time. So that's in June. We have a top secret trip in August that I am under NDA. I have signed an NDA for that I'm not able to talk about yet, but I might bring you guys with me. Little hint, little tease. I might bring you guys with me. So the next one in and out are a couple of Southwest. The one coming in from Vegas. The one going out is heading to Maui. So that's in August. And then we'll be at Cranky Dorkfest in September. So it is a busy year. For your little plane spotter here. But I think 3 of those we're going to try to take you guys with us, so it'll be a little fun. Thanks, RSVP. I appreciate it. Okay, it looks like our turtle friend has made the little U-turn there and is heading up Alpha now. So there's a couple of planes in front of it. There's a couple of Hawaiians in front of it. I don't see much lit up behind it coming out this way, but so. So just a reminder, we put up a schedule usually that covers 5 or 6 shows. We put that up on our Instagram channel and the post section here on YouTube. If you haven't checked that, if you go to my regular YouTube page that shows all the videos and stuff, there's a menu at the top. One of those says posts. So those are posts that I put out there for your information. So I post the schedule there as well. So I try to get it onto Discord, but nobody reads it on Discord. I put it in the announcements section on Discord, and nobody ever seems to look at that. So we'll see. But I do put out a stream schedule. I'll try to do 4, 5, 6 shows that I know are coming up. The next couple that are scheduled are Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Of next week. So that'll be our regular start time of 6:45 a.m. There is a very strong possibility that I might do a pop-up show this week. But it really just depends on scheduling. I don't want to get too far into the weeds here, but we missed a couple shows last week, and so the numbers are down a little this month, and I'm trying to keep everything on pace to be paid for. So we might do a pop-up show to add an extra show, but yeah, we're running behind the pace this month. I hate begging. We are running behind pace this month because we did skip a few shows because of the weather earlier in the month. So now would be a great time to go buy a t-shirt at the shop or give a couple gifted memberships because we're a little bit behind this month. I want to make sure everything gets paid for. And if you buy the Keep the Pualani shirt, you're helping the channel and you're helping out the Pacific Aviation Museum as well. So it's win-win. Alright, so this Hawaiian here that we're looking at is heading off to San Diego. There is one coming in on the crossing runway. It's a 717. It's coming in from Kailua Kona. Alright, that is the United out there. I think the other one's going to start to move. How you doing?
You on YouTube?
Yeah, we're live streaming right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Audio?
Audio and video, yeah. Yeah. Sure. Or give me a second, I'll give you a card. Yeah, it kind of snowballed.
Do you film small planes too? 'Cause
It's really whatever is in front of me. Like if there's nothing, I'll take a Cessna. I'm not.
Hey, we just landed in a sling and land on 4 right.
I probably missed that one. But I have caught those a bunch. So yeah, because if there's nothing else going on, I'll take the small stuff too. I'm not a heavy snob. So,
That's fine.
but yeah, if you're going out and you come by the truck, just give me a wave or something, and I'll try to get you guys. Yeah.
How many viewers do you have right now?
Probably around 600 right now. We'll have whoa.
It's online. That's weird.
Yeah.
Do you post the videos too, or what?
They get auto posted as soon as I'm done.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to scrub back through, you can see if I caught you. But I don't remember catching the sling today. Yeah. Jeez, this wind's gonna kill me. Take care, guys. Sorry about that. The wind is going crazy, and I was talking to a couple guys. The Super is almost down to the end, but I want to get to our good friend Robbie Wilkins first. Thank you very much for the $10 Super Chat. That's very kind of you. That really does help out the channel. Thank you for this and all your support. A year-plus member. Thank you very much, Robbie. There is the second Hono of the day. So we were gonna, I don't see anything else super huge behind it. So we're gonna call this our Hanaho plane of the day. Because it is getting super windy all of a sudden. So Robbie says, thanks for all you do. And it looks like a thumbs up and a helicopter emoji, but they're blending into the yellow. So, but thank you very much, Robbie. I really appreciate it. Thanks for your support. So if you don't know what Hanaho means out here in Hawaii, instead of saying encore at the end of a live music show, you say Hanaho, Hanaho. So it basically means one more again. So it's our Hanaho plane of the day. Oh, the wind is really picking up now. This is getting blowing the whole truck around. Alright. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Alright, thanks again, everyone. Thanks to all the mods, the world's most dangerous mod crew. So Josh, O'Malley, Ms. Wolves, Rainbow Love, Kirsten, Sydney, Alan, Brandon, and Jane. So thanks to all of you. Thanks to Mrs. Reverse Ops for bringing me malasadas this morning. That was very tasty. And not just that, for everything Mrs. Reverse Ops does. Thank you. We'll be back here on Tuesday morning. Keep an eye out for a pop-up show. I don't know when that'll be yet, but we're going to try to get a pop-up show in this week. But thanks again for everyone for hanging out. We'll see you all then. Have a great rest of your weekend. Go Bows. Oh, I forgot one thing. We're going to send you over to the 360 camera when we're done. So if you're hanging out, you want to see what the 360 camera looks like, we're going to toss you right over there as soon as we're done here. So hang out, look at that. Let me know what you think. I really like it. So. All right. Aloha, everyone. Okay, apparently that didn't work. Okay, let's try it the other way. Didn't want to end the stream that way. Do. Okay, let's try doing it this way. All right, second time's the charm. All right, we'll see you over on the 360 stream. You can watch me break down.